Across all boundaries, gender, age, marital status, education, religion, race, and ethnicity, this is the time frame that most of us work within. 1 out of every 6 people has had hepatitis, urethritis, PID, or syphilis, and these diseases are much more likely to be transmitted from person to person than HIV. A reputable research study found that most of the men they interviewed have experienced performance failure. More than 44% of men and women initiate sex as often as their partners. Unfortunately, that means that at least half of us are less than equal in the bedroom. About 36% of American men and women have sex a few times a month. While a few may sound vague, it means something like not every week, but not just twice a year either. About 70% of Americans make love for 15 minutes to 1 hour. Maybe because there's a 45-minute leeway. Who knows? Things men want women to know about sex. Men think about sex a lot, but nowhere near as much as once every 7 seconds. The myth that men think about sex every 7 seconds has been around for ages, but lads don't think about sex 8,228 times a day. A study shows that it's more like 19 times a day, a much more manageable figure. Men do actually care about the size of their penis, no matter what you say. We know it doesn't matter. But loads of men still think about their size and, according to one extensive survey, 45% of men would like theirs to be bigger. This is probably the reason why those miraculous penis-lengthening emails exist in the first place. Even when men are in a relationship, men still take care of themselves. It's no slight on the relationship either. The Irish Times Sex Survey this year showed that of males in a relationship, 22% masturbate every day, and 48% do so more than once a week. When alcohol is consumed, standing to attention might be hard. It's nobody's fault. The little guy just won't work sometimes. If men are lucky enough to receive a blowjob, teeth are their greatest fear. Nothing else matters, just avoiding any hint of accidental teeth on their sensitive area is a must for all concerned. Usually touching of the balls at any stage of the process will be welcomed. Be gentle, but don't be scared of them. Think of them as 2 distinguished old friends that need to be handled with love and care. Nipples aren't really the go-to spot for them. A 2006 university study showed that women and men have very different responses to nipple play. 82% of women reported that it enhanced their sexual arousal, but only 52% of men said the same. Morning wood is pretty much a constant, but it's not even sexual. That erection is just there when men wake up. It doesn't actually mean anything about sex, despite it really looking like it does. Some lads really care about how tidy you are down there, and some don't care at all. A Women's Health magazine study in the US asked over 500 college-aged lads what they thought about the whole pubic region. 60% of those surveyed preferred a lady to have no hair at all, while the rest had different tastes or just didn't care at all. For some guys, they really have a preference. But it's a two-way street, of course. Men will often have an overwhelming urge to fall asleep straight after, but it's natural. Men's brains are programmed to shut down once the deed is done, according to scientists working at the cold face of orgasm studies. This isn't a slight on our excitement to cuddle you or anything else. We will usually stay awake, of course, but a few minutes to compose ourselves might be needed. Women who do not suck their man's private parts, their voices are sweeter and fresher than those women who did. What is the risk of sucking penis? The chances of HIV being passed on during fellatio are low, but it can sometimes happen. On the other hand, several sexually transmitted diseases, including chlamydia, gonorrhea, herpes, syphilis, genital warts, HPV, and hepatitis B can be passed on when either your penis is sucked or you suck someone else's penis. Even without the exchange of body fluids, many sexually transmitted diseases can be passed on during close or intimate contact. You could use a condom during oral sex to reduce this risk, but you can't completely eliminate the risk. Scientists characterize the risk of HIV transmission through fellatio as far lower than the risk from anal or vaginal sex. But the risk is not as low as zero. Sucking the penis of a man who has HIV, with ejaculation in the mouth, is an activity that may occasionally involve HIV transmission. Other forms of oral sex, including cunnilingus, are extremely low risk for HIV. When sucking a penis, the risk of HIV transmission rises if there are bleeding gums, oral ulcers, genital sores, or other sexually transmitted diseases. It's important to have regular checkups for sexually transmitted diseases, especially if you've had several sexual partners since you were last tested. If you're feeling anxious about a recent sexual encounter that may have exposed you to HIV, the best way to deal with the issue is by taking an HIV test. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, so you don't miss any new facts. Let us know your thoughts about this video in the comments section down below, and feel free to stay and enjoy it until the end. Also make sure to check out our next highlighted video, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.